The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans who are prepared to fight on once again today. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put turtle leather to crank us up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I forgot they changed my day of defense when that dude came back. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. Movement here from the tight end. The give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Already find a hole big play to the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
The Trojans are on the move. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head right now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
Oh, yeah, already starting this not blocking nonsense, bro. First play.
Already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to
like,
respond?
just didn't even look at him, bro.
And this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback. They got a sack on the very first snap.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job on the defense winning those early downs. Now you get in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads it left. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Power football with the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, after that play, I think there's a lot of fans wondering, why are we running the ball? We're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. We don't need these types of negative plays. Let's air it out and go win this game.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Jordan. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Smith takes the handoff. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the running game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
He finds his man. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Sweet feet on the move. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Myers. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the calls. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Here on third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got out of trouble.
It made me switch to the corner.
Trojans. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch.
It made me switch to the corner, bro. I literally never mind. I don't care.
Touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone.
I pressed the button for this nigga to rush the quarterback, and they made me switch it.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
That's freaking hilarious, bro. I hit the button, so he grabbed to the quarterback, and they made me switch to the corner.
The Ducks ready to go back
That's
to work
hilarious,
on
dog.
offense.
I ain't gonna lie,
They
that's
are
kind of
trailing
funny.
by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Got it in the middle, it's Meyer. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find the rhythm.
Good thing he called a timeout, because I was finna miss, though.
Awesome job by the
Oh, man. I'm probably still going to miss, but I was finna miss, bro.
They'll try to put up 3 before going to the break.
Thank you for that time. Oh, they made me push it. That's crazy. I barely even moved that thing, bro.
Opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
I barely moved it that time. And still made me push it. But if I'd have freaking moved it to the right a little bit, it wouldn't have been enough wind to keep it to the left.
Passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
This game be funny with these kids.
Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Nice move to keep running. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
I be wanting to spiral, dog. This game just be hilarious, dog. Just can't do it, dog. Just gotta relax, play football.
It'll be a draw. Brought down after a
How much fugazi-ish they do, bro. Gotta keep playing football, because they gonna keep doing that.
Holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys in this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A rather auspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. The across the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, just bounce off tackle and amazing. My niggas running to 4 people
Right away after picking up the first down,
and just get stopped and don't move.
I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will audible. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield. That. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. USC 27, Oregon 14.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be
He won't take his nigga out the game for nothing, bro. Like, if you don't take his ass out the game, bro, nigga can't even move right now. They trying to get my boy hurt for the year.
Here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yo.
And they add 6 more to the board with that chip to the house. Ready to try the point after.
Okay.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh, that missed field goal is haunting me right now, bro.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quickly complete. There's a live football. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's going to let one
jump! Oh! Calm down. You're not going to get mad.
Well, how about the offense setting
You're not going to get mad.
We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
You're not going to get mad.
Pushes ahead for 2.
You know that should have been a pick. You're not mad.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Trojans!
Should have been a pick, but we're not mad.
6 more points.
We know it should have been a pick.
They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw it. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
All wideouts, no backs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I tell you what, when you run those little funnels in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bulls his way forward. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. On third down, going up top. Fires left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Can't hang on, he muffs it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Oof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football?
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking, the running.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Can't find his man in the end zone. The 2-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this